Yo, fellas, Trump gave the order.
We have the federal workforce, which they've looked to do for many years, that if they're working for the federal government, they must show up to the office on time and on schedule.
President Trump gave the order. All federal workers are back in the office. And look, I think it's a great opportunity to talk about what to wear now that people are going back into the office. And so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of options that you can choose to dress well now that you're heading back to work versus being at home and working remote. So again, the mandate is out, fellas. No more working from home if you're a federal employee. And there's a lot of large organizations that are doing the same thing. They're like, hey, you spent 4 or 5 years working from home, saving money, enjoying yourself. Yeah, it's a culture shock now to say, you know what, you have to be back in the work, you have to be back in the office, but it's okay. We're gonna figure this out together. So, a couple of things I want you to start thinking about. Number one, studies show, guys, that 3 to 7 seconds, people have already made a judgment about you, about your intelligence, about your competency, and your ability to really be impactful. So we wanna make sure what we're wearing now that we're making that shift going back into the office, that we're going to come into the office looking our best. Now obviously there's different types of industries, different styles of dress, and so I want to talk to you about some ways that you can still be confident and have a bit of comfortability in there, but at the same time look professional and obviously looking your best. Did you know that people who dress well make about 15% more than those who don't? It's adding to confidence. Again, it's adding to competency too, because you're gonna feel good and then you're gonna wanna do good in the process. And so again, those leaders who are giving you promotions, who are giving you an opportunity to advance in your career, it's something to separate yourself by dressing well. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer. So I guess the question is, what's your uniform based on your career? So let's talk. If you stumble across this channel, my name is Ihsaan, the StyleJumper. I speak about style, confidence, and etiquette. And the most important thing is being confident about who you are in your nonverbal communication, whether you're speaking verbally or non-verbally. Those things really matter. Hit the subscribe button. It's great to have you as one of my fellow brethren. We'll call you the jumpers. Hey man, we gotta boost our style every single day, no matter what. It's about how well we put ourselves together, the thought we actually have when we're putting ourselves together, and then plan for opportunities to come your way, because you have style as an anchoring point for your opportunities, whether that's professionally, whether that's relationally, and then obviously emotionally for yourself. It's a win-win. Business casual. If your workplace is business casual, I'm thinking you should wear a well-fitted shirt, let's say white, blue, maybe even a polo. Your pants are gonna be some chinos or some trousers that are gonna complement that polo or button up. When it comes to your shoes, obviously leather shoes will work. Some guys wear those with the rubber bottoms, and I think that's a great alternative if you're gonna wear leather shoes or suede shoes. There's a lot of options for you so that you can still be in that comfortable vibe. And if your work allows for it, then a pair of minimalist sneakers will always do the trick. Again, it adds to that comfortability. If you like to kind of spice it up a little bit, if you want to elevate your look a little bit, obviously the cardigans and the sport coats will definitely add to your look and give you an opportunity to transition obviously from the office actually out into maybe an evening event. Maybe it's happy hour, or maybe it's an event for your job, or a quick date night. If you're in corporate or finance, we want to make sure that your clothes are going to fit you well. You don't want to have on any baggy clothes or clothes that are wrinkled or clothes that are ultra casual, because your prospects or your clients are not going to take you serious, and definitely your employer is not going to take you serious, and they'll probably look at you side-eyed if you're coming in super relaxed and super casual. Keep it simple when it comes to your shirts, guys. Whether it's just a white Oxford shirt or a light blue Oxford shirt, just do those two colors. In this industry, I think you're gonna do well, because you don't have to overthink it, and it creates a simplistic uniform, and it's a clean look. And I think that, obviously there's times where guys like myself, I love to wear different shades of colors of shirts, but at the same time, there's something elegant and classy about just a white shirt with a tie or no tie, or a light blue shirt with a tie or no tie. But it's just gonna be consistent and you're gonna look really well put together. For your shoes, you wanna keep them polished. You know, you have a variety of options, whether it's a cap toe or a split toe derby. Just make sure that they look well, they're polished, and you're gonna be representing the brand well. Because at the end of the day, especially in this industry, it's really about aesthetics and your knowledge. So those two together is a win-win. And when it comes to accessories, you know, definitely a watch. And that's it. That's all you need. And obviously if you're married or something like that, your wedding band. But beyond that, a nice watch and you're good to go. If you're in the creative or tech industry, obviously that's probably the most relaxed environment or the most relaxed career path. And so obviously you're not going to go in there, I would think, with a three-piece suit, but you still can look well and you're not just wearing a hoodie. So in this case, as far as the creatives, we're going to step it up a little bit. Instead of wearing just t-shirts and hoodies, let's think about polos and a nice sweater or a crew neck sweater, just to give you that professional look. You can wear some chinos when it comes to your trousers, or jeans. I'm sure both of those work really well in the tech industry. You don't want to overdo it, like I mentioned before. And then when it comes to shoes, there's sneakers, your traditional sneakers, there are minimalist sneakers, and then obviously you can wear some rubber bottom Oxford. And that's really stepping it up if you're gonna wear like a rubber bottom Oxford or something like that, which is fine. But again, that's probably the most casual out of the three industries. And again, you want to look confident, and you don't want to look like, hey, I just woke up and I've been working out. I just woke up, I've been gaming all night, and now I got to walk into work and I look disheveled. And we don't want that stigma of being a dirtbag. I just have to say it. It's just something that speaks to me. Don't be a dirtbag, guys. Tighten up. This is also an industry that the guys layer a lot. So for some reason in the tech industry, a lot of the spaces are kind of cold. So maybe have a nice cardigan or a bomber jacket or something to just pull over just to keep yourself warm while you're in that environment. And it'll also add to your overall look. From an overarching perspective, there's a couple of things that I think just to keep in mind. If you want to look good, don't wear dirty sneakers. They even make sneakers now that gives that worn, dirty look, but let's step it up a bit. Again, we're men of style, and so we want to represent that way. So clean sneakers, fellas. Make sure that your clothes are iron, pressed, or dry cleaned. Somewhere in between. Don't go to work wear wrinkled clothes. It looks unprofessional and it looks lazy. Make sure your clothes fit you well. And then finally, if you want to step it up a bit in your overall style, wear a sweater, wear a cardigan, or a sport coat to give you some balance. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you have any questions or suggestions, leave it in the comments below. And remember, when you leave home today, fellas, walk out with style, confidence, and etiquette. Peace. For more great insights on style, check out this next video.